I have 11 pairs of jeans for you from Walmart early spring. We are gonna do it countdown ranking style because that's just a little bit more fun. So my favorite pair will be at the end. And to be quite frank, I really like probably the top 5 or 6. So let's start with number 11. I had such high hopes for these because I just think that they're very cool. They're very different. They're calling them, so the official name, Time and True Women's High-Rise Straight Crop Tweed Jeans. To me, it feels more like, almost like if you took a little razor blade knife and made these like tiny little slashes in the jeans and then washed them so that they frayed a little bit. That's what it feels like to me. So I thought that they were just really unique and different and I had high hopes for them. For me, I don't think the jeans are necessarily terrible. I just feel like they really didn't do anything for me. They definitely run small. I'm wearing these in a size 16. I would say right now at the point with in my weight loss journey, I'm sort of like a 14, 16. And I really feel like although the 16s close, they just obviously don't really look that great. So I feel like I would need an 18. So to be fair, they might look better on me in an 18 and I didn't bother trying on the 18, but these are $21.98. They don't have any online reviews yet. I do feel like Time and True has come out with some really good denim options for the spring, or you know, maybe it'll be what they have over the summer as well. But I do really think they have some good options and I'm definitely gonna do another denim haul. So these come in, it looks like a size 2 through 20 in straight sizes, and then they have a 16 women's through a 26 women's. They are 63% cotton, 36% polyester, 1% spandex. To me, that you could definitely tell the spandex wasn't spandexing very much. Like I've definitely felt 1% spandex that had more give than this. To me, they honestly felt more like 100% cotton. For me, I prefer them to go up a little bit taller, like on the waist, a little bit higher on the waist. And I just think that these are okay, but they're a cool concept. Let me know if you've seen these, if you tried these. Number 10, I also tried these on in store. So they are Time and True high-rise relaxed boyfriend jeans, 26-inch inseam, and they come in a size 2 through 20, although the description says 0 through 22. They are $21.98. These, I just think, again, they're okay. I don't think that they're terrible, but I just really don't think that they're doing much for me. I found that these definitely ran big. I remember I held up the size 16 and they just looked definitely much larger than I would expect for a 16. So that's what prompted me actually to take a 14 in the fitting room, which I feel like was fine. I feel like they go lower on my waist than what is shown here on the model, but that obviously could just be my body. And these definitely did have stretch in them, more so than the last pair for sure. Even though these are also 99% cotton, 1% spandex, you could definitely feel the stretch a little bit more. I don't know that I saw these in store, but if you click on the link, you can see the light wash version of these. I actually think these might look cuter, but I mean, who knows if they'll fit exactly the same, I'm not really sure. I do really like the cuff at the bottom. That reminds me of what they do with the scoop jeans that I really love. And actually, Time and True has featured a lot of cuff jeans. I can link those for you under number 2. I don't have them as a try on, but if you're curious what they have, they do have a ton that they've released this spring, which I think is cool because I do like the look. In terms of just some of the reviews, like these have 4.4 star ratings, over 20 reviews. Like a lot of people are saying that they are just so comfortable. I would agree that they definitely are comfortable. It's funny, especially given the 1% spandex like these versus the other pair. The other pair's like, and this pair's like, oh yeah, I could like watch a movie in these, you know what I mean? Yeah, and a lot of other people said that the color was kind of weird or that they didn't look how they were represented online, you know, but overall people clearly liked them for 4.4 stars. Oh, pardon the interruption. It is just me, your host, Jen. I just wanted to properly welcome you into the channel if you happen to be new here, and if you are not new, then welcome back. My channel is all about helping you be your most confident self through style and fashion. And what we like to do typically on this channel is we like to be in the kitchen cooking them looks. We like to style affordable outfits, maybe perhaps some more interesting things that you don't always see, like at Walmart or, you know, a lot of other affordable retailers. That is what we typically feature here. A lot of Walmarts, if you do love Walmart, definitely consider subscribing. I always like to say subscribe if you are awesome, or subscribe if you want to be awesome. And everything will be listed and linked down in the comments below, along with the YouTube shopping feature where you can shop on screen while you watch the video. And I will put a list of links as a pinned first comment for you as well. If you do decide to use my links, please know how much I appreciate you, because that is a free way to support me and my channel, and I can never thank you enough. Let's keep going with the video. No Boundaries barrel wide leg jeans, 26-inch inseam, and they come in a 00 through a size 18. I feel like that's new, the 00. They only come in one wash. It's called light acid wash, and they actually have really good ratings. So for me, I'm wearing these in a size 16. I feel like they're just fine. I feel like they do run, I feel like they kind of run a little big maybe, I don't know. I do know that No Boundaries has been sort of trending more towards like true to women's sizing, where before you really would have to account for the fact that they are more of a juniors, they are a juniors brand, and the sizing was sort of according to that, and it was a little bit harder to navigate sometimes, but I found them to be nice and stretchy. And I think because they're a little lower, like I've always found with me, just depending where they go on the back and how they're made for either like wide hips or a large badonk, it just really depends on how much gapping is gonna be in the back. So I feel like there definitely was gapping in the back for me for these. These are also 99% cotton, 1% spandex, and these are another really good example of how I think the 1% spandex can really be stretchy versus not stretchy like we saw in the first pair. They call them mid-rise. I would agree with that. They're relaxed. So yeah, like these are the type of jeans you can sit on the couch, watch TV. They're definitely comfortable like that. They have 4.8 stars. They are $17.98. In terms of the barrel jeans, like I know that they are very controversial. I can see you all out there going, boo. These to me are not overly barrel-y. If you kind of are interested in barrel jeans but don't know where to start or want to lean in, but you don't want to be so like that, I think these would be a good option. If you are a curvy pair like me, I would consider the fact that we're already shaped like a barrel. And I'm not even joking when I say that, meaning like my shoulders are much smaller than my hips, and like I kind of get skinnier at the ankle. So it's almost like I'm gonna be like the thinner here and the thickest here, which is literally a barrel. So for me, I don't think they look overly barrel-y on me. And I think it's because I'm already shaped like that, where if you weren't shaped like that, they might give you way more of that barrel shape, which perhaps you like or don't like. So just consider that. A lot of people in the comments are saying like, I was skeptical about the barrel jeans trend, but I really like these, all that kind of stuff. Like try these if you wanted to try barrels, sort of like what I said. Again, they're $17.98. And although these are a little lower on the list for me, it's not because I didn't like them. I thought they were nice quality. I would recommend them. It's more just like the ones above this on the list I liked even more. So, I mean, we have a lot of good ones on this list. It's a little bit hard. Time and True high-rise parachute jogger. And these are more of like that chambray style. They come in an extra small through a triple XL. I'm wearing these in a size extra large, which I do think is my true size. I feel like they might run just a smidge big, but they do run true to size. They are $22.98. I'm wearing the color light wash, and they also come in a vintage pink. I have those too. I can pop those up for you as well. And let's see, material 67% lyocell. Is it lyocell? I'm not sure. 21% polyester, 10% rayon, 2% spandex. They definitely are stretchy, but they're almost like that material where you like kind of go like, and it sort of like snaps a little bit, but they are stretchy. They have a stretchy waistband. I can't think of the proper word. And I like that they have a little tie, and then the pink ones are like that as well. I ranked these higher than the barrel jeans because I just feel like they're very versatile. I've done things like wear these with sandals, flip-flops, ballet flats, obviously sneakers. I just feel like there's a lot of options here. I also think that you could dress these cute for workwear if you have a little bit more of a casual workplace, or for Friday or whatever. They're obviously not dressy in any way, but like in terms of a jean, they have no rips or anything like that. And they're full length, generally speaking. And what else? I guess that's it. I would call them high rise, so I do think that that's true. And in terms of ratings, they do have 4.1 stars, 65 ratings. A lot of people are saying they're very cozy, they're loose, they're unbelievably comfortable. I mean, so 100% agree with that. They're definitely the type of pants, jeans, whatever, that you can sit on the couch, watch TV, maybe that's how I should continue describing stuff, because I feel like for me personally, I wear a lot of denim and I work from home full time for corporate gen, and I've been wearing more and more jeans, and I'm obviously sitting a good chunk of the day in them. So for me, it's like, are these jeans like I can wear all day to work, or am I gonna be uncomfortable? And like, I feel like that is sort of an interesting way to put it, like particularly when you work from home, because like I could just so easily put on sweatpants instead. So it's like an even more of a dilemma versus can I go out? Because there are sometimes where I travel to my corporate office, it's like, could I wear these all day? Like sitting, you know, in meetings when I can't be wearing sweatpants. I don't know. Hopefully you know what I mean. But anyway, and I've been really looking for stuff that I can do that in. These would be a great pair for something like that. No Boundaries, high-rise straight leg jeans, 29.5-inch inseam, and they come in a 00 through a size 20. I am wearing the light wash here. I love that it feels a little bit like more of a rustic light wash, I guess I'd describe it. And they also do come in a medium wash, and they are 76% cotton, 23% polyester, 1% spandex, and they are only $14.98. I really like these, which I know they're only like halfway ranked through this video. Again, it's more of a testament to the ones above it, but I definitely, like, when I think about a straight leg, this is sort of what I think about. To me, these feel like a true, you know, straight leg that's not overly slim, but it's also not leaning wide leg either. I feel like I really like the rise on these. They have some stretch to them, but they also have that little bit of a vibe where it feels like it sucks you in. And I just think that these are really good all around. I highly recommend them. They have 4.4 stars, 104 ratings. I don't even think I mentioned I'm wearing these in a size 16, which I'm just gonna go ahead and say is my true size. No Boundaries, like I said earlier, definitely has been trending more towards appropriate women sizing versus trying to have to almost translate like, oh, this is a juniors brand with junior sizing. A lot of the people in the comments here are just saying how they're relaxed, they're comfortable, they have a great fit. I totally agree. I totally agree. I love where they go on me in terms of where they fall in the length. I'm 5'6" for reference. You may have seen these before if you have been watching my channel, but I did end up getting them in a different size. So I have featured these on my last denim, Walmart denim jeans haul. So I can link that video for you if you haven't seen it. But these are Jessica Simpson Freesia wide leg with cuff. And it says that they come in a size 2 through 24. Although for me on the website, I'm seeing a 2 through 16. So just note that. And I'm assuming maybe if there's like some that are sold out, they're just not even putting them on here versus putting them on with a slash. Cause I know in the past I did get these in a size 18. That's when I did feature them on the channel, and they're not even saying that on here anymore. These are $29.50. I'm wearing the color called Reflective, but I just noticed, I think they just dropped these in a lighter color, and I have to say I'm a little bit tempted to get them. It's called Daydream. I ordered these in a 16. I felt like they were still a little bit like they fit, but I could tell they're definitely gonna stretch out. And then I ended up getting them in a 14, and that's what you're seeing here. I find these to be very comfortable, very flattering. I like for me that they are a proper wide leg jean specifically for thunder thighs like myself. If you have a large dump truck along with thunder thighs, it just sometimes wide leg jeans get a little bit lost because you are already wide legged, if that makes sense. So it almost just doesn't even look like that. I feel like these properly slim you in the waist, and then they actually look like wide leg jeans and they go the whole way down. I really do particularly like the cuff. I feel like these look best on me when I am wearing them with a heel. Again, 5'6". I feel like if I was wearing them with sneakers, they actually would be a little bit long for me. So do note that. If you are shorter than me, I do feel like they maybe run a little longer than denim that we're accustomed to seeing from Walmart. And these are very stretchy. They're very comfortable. I've actually worn them a ton. I think they're in the laundry right now. So I cannot recommend them enough. I like wearing these with definitely like a tight shirt. That's certainly something that I like to do if you're just looking to flatter your figure. Like I would feel very like, I don't know, dressed kind of icky if I wore these with like a big loose shirt. It's not the vibe for me. I'm not saying like a lot other body types can get away with that. I'm sure you can. But for me, they definitely look the most flattering if I'm wearing them with a shirt like this. This is a bodysuit and it's fitted, and then you can allow the wide on the bottom to do its thing while it also has a little bit more of like a fitted waist so that your waist isn't completely getting lost in there. These have a lot of ratings, 175 ratings. That's a lot. A lot of people have bought these, 4.4 stars. Oh, look, someone says they're definitely for tall girls. Yep, I would agree with that. Yeah, someone even said here they're 5'6" and they are perfect with like a 2.5-inch heel. A lot of people are saying that they're too long. So yeah, just do note that. Again, I'm 5'6". Next up, Free Assembly Patchwork Ankle Jeans, 27-inch inseam, sizes 0 through 16. Now these, as of time of filming, are only available in a couple sizes on the website. However, I was just in my store and they were completely available, so I'm still featuring them in the video. I'm wearing these in a size 16 and I really like these. I feel like we're now getting into all the jeans that I really like. For me, they're the perfect crop straight leg. I love the wash. I feel like the patchwork for me just makes them a little bit unique, a little bit different. I do have a lot of denim, so having little things like that make it slightly different from one another is obviously great. And I look for that for like my kind of like styling closet. If you happen to be new here, we mostly do styling videos on this channel. These are 99% cotton, 1% spandex. I think that they truly feel like that, even a little bit more so than the first pair. Like they definitely don't feel overly spandexy, but they have some of that rigidity along with a little bit of give to them. I'd say they're a true mid-rise. And I think the one thing I really want to point out here is I really do think they actually make the butt look smaller. Where the pockets are placed on the butt, I feel like it just makes it look smaller. I would argue that this one doesn't make my butt look juicy. I feel like that's when the pockets are a little bit higher if I'm overanalyzing it. But if you're looking to make your butt look smaller, I feel like these do the trick. I mean, you guys can let me know what you think. You see my butt all the time. You know what I mean? Is she large and she in charge usually? Yeah, and these are a nice crop, which I feel like makes them great for like spring, summer, etc. And honestly, I cannot recommend these enough. Did I say that they're $26? In terms of ratings, it looks like they got 4.7 stars over 22 ratings. Really impressed with the quality. They look expensive. I'm not surprised by that at all because we all know free assembly just brings it usually every single time. They're awesome quality. Yes, so they look expensive, they are great value, and they are great quality. Highly recommend. Sofia Vergara Margot wide leg high-rise jeans. Now on me, I feel like these looked like more of a baggy straight leg. I mean, we talked about the wide leg thing before. I think that these look less wide leg on me than the big cuffed wide leg. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. They come in a size 0 through 28, it says, although on the website I'm seeing 0 through 20. So I don't know how the sizing works there, but anyway, these are $24. I think that's a great deal. Absolutely great deal. I love how high they go as well. The ones that I'm wearing are called Pharaoh, but it looks like they also come in wash black that's fully stocked. Oh, I would really consider getting those actually. And then they come in a darker pair too, called Marquee. I honestly, I would recommend these in all colors. I would consider getting these, especially if you're looking for denim that is still flattering, but it's a little bit more with the times in terms of it's not so skinny on the bottom. These are a wide leg where for me, they're short enough. I think they would look great with sneakers, flats, anything like that. I just really like these a lot. 67% cotton, 32% polyester, 1% spandex. I would argue that they are nice and stretchy. I am wearing a size 16. I would say that's, I guess, my true size. Sofia Vergara, it's usually either for me a 14 or a 16 typically. And I really can't recommend these enough. They have 4.5 stars, 452 ratings. Oh, look, someone here says that they're 220, 5'6". So again, that's the same height as me. And they also got a size 16 and that they talk about how they're stretchy as well. I really think that these are a great buy. I mean, for these to be $24 and I wore them, I think I do have an outfit with these. I wore these with a belt and I wore them for an evening workwear look on a corporate gen business trip. And I just thought that they were really nice. Again, they're good for work. They don't have a significant amount of fading. The middle there is slightly faded, but there's no cut off bottom. There's no ripped hem. They're nice and high rise, which I feel looks a little bit more polished, speaking specifically to my body type, to be fair. But I feel it looks a little bit more polished on me, particularly because I wear a lot of stuff tucked in. So then it looks good with a belt, etc., etc. So anyway, I just can't recommend these enough. I'm obsessed. I love them so much. Jessica Simpson daisy fitted flare jeans. I have featured these before. However, I've been loving them and I noticed that they got more colors and I actually do have an outfit with these. So I'm I'll just feature them again because I love them so much. And I paired them with an outfit now instead of just being a try on. So I'll put both pieces of footage up for you. For these, they just sucked me in all the right places. I mean, I think that's at the end of the day what I liked about them. I'm wearing them in my true size 16. They definitely have some stretch to them. I feel they are a little bit tight. So maybe you could argue that they run a little bit small. For me though, once I wore them for the day, they were completely fine. So I'm certainly fine with that size. And even though they might have looked a little bit tight on the try on. I am in the color Taro, but they also come in, it says Woodstock, which was more of a medium wide. wash denim, and then they come in a second color called Taro. That's very confusing. And then there's a couple other ones that are almost like unrelated and they don't really look the same. These have 4.4 stars, 204 ratings. Again, that's across the board though, and some of the colorways on these are like quite literally different pants. So I know that gets a little confusing to me. So I won't even bother to read any of the comments here, but if you haven't tried flare jeans and you are shaped like me, I feel like it just really balances us out. It balances that lower half of your body, which is like this up here, but then it brings it, you know, to we all know how flares work. And I just think that they are flattering, and that's why I really like them. The dark wash, I think, makes them a little bit more flattering, and I just love them so much. I wanted to show them to you guys again, but this time with a styled outfit. We are number 2, we're in the top 2. Time and True mid-rise straight leg jeans, and these come in a 30-inch and a 28-inch inseam. I am wearing the 30-inch inseam, size 16. I don't think I've ever featured these on the channel, and these are not new. I was recently styling these, and I'll show you guys that outfit. I was recently styling these, and I was looking for the link, and I noticed the link that I had, everything was sold out. And I was like, oh man, they stopped selling these, they're so good. And I looked and they re-upped the link. Sometimes they do that. They change it, and it was a brand new link, and they are literally here fully stocked. So I love them. They come in, I'm seeing a size 2 through 22, $17.98. They do come in 2 different inseams, which is kind of interesting. Mine are called the dark wash, but I'll be honest, I need to get these in. It looks like we've got light wash, and there is a medium wash, which are actually significantly faded in the middle. They almost look a little bit more like leaning dark wash, and the light wash to me looks more like a medium wash, but that's okay. These are nice and stretchy, noticeably more stretchy than some of the other ones. You can even see here it says 2% spandex, 5% polyester, 92% cotton. I think that they are a proper mid-rise. I absolutely love everything about these. If you are not loving the cropped look, I would think that these, you know, providing maybe we're in or around the similar heights, these would be perfect for you. I like everything cropped, so I do roll mine, but you don't have to. For me, they are a true full length, so I can wear them like that. Sometimes I do a big cuff, sometimes I do little cuffs, and like I said, I do have an outfit for this one. 4.6 stars out of almost 1,000 ratings. I feel like that says a lot, and that's probably almost too many ratings to even like bother with messing around with, but clearly people like them. I cannot recommend these enough, and they are one of my most worn jean. I have washed them, they do great, no complaints, highly recommend. We have reached my favorite pair, and if you are not new here, this is gonna be no surprise to you. So they are the Scoop Benton high-rise cuffed ankle jeans. They come in a size 0 through 18, $28. They are sold out right now on the website. However, I just saw them in my store, and they typically restock these every single year when they sell out, because they've now had these for several years in a row, and I cannot recommend these enough. I've styled these 1,000,000 quadrillion times, and I absolutely love the crap out of them. I actually just wore them tonight in a different wash. What happens is it seems like every season they come out with a new wash. Like the most recent season, they came out with a very dark denim. I'll be happy to pop up some photos for you of how I've styled these in the past, but the most recent, the latest drop here is definitely a significantly lighter wash than we've seen in the past. I have seen these kind of be all over the map because I also have them in a size 14 in past seasons, which fit like today's 16, but just so you know, I'm wearing these in a size 16. I feel like for me, they're the perfect amount of probably somewhere in the middle of medium to high rise. They call them a slim straight. I would call them a proper straight. They're definitely cropped. You can't not cuff them, just so you know, because it's funny, the cuff is actually, it's rolled up, it's sewed, and then they're cut off at the bottom. So it's, you know, you can't undo that. And I have found I like these with all different types of shoes. I love them with high tops, sandals, of course, boots, typically with like more of a skinnier shaft. Really most things I wear these with. Regular sneakers, they're just absolutely spectacular. I feel like they're slimming because they're sort of that, they have a little bit of more rigidity to them, and they somehow are flattering even though they're a little bit wider in the thigh area and then kind of go straight down. They're definitely fitted here in the bodice. I guess I was about to say, I usually wear like more of a fitted top with them, but not always. If I'm thinking back to all the times I've styled these, which again, I'll, you know, have them showing and looping through true. I've done a lot of different things with them and they're such a go-to for me. Like I'm always looking for them every single time. 4.6 stars, 548 ratings. Clearly everybody loves these. And let me know if you've gotten your hands on these in the past because they always are released. They sell it immediately, they restock. Obviously sometimes they're in stores. Because we're still very early in the springtime here, I'm assuming that they will restock, which is why I want to continue to feature them in this video, even though right now it looks like they're not there. So let me know if you get your hands on these. I hope you do. They're so good. I absolutely love them. All right, that is gonna do it. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite pair of denim. I'll be so curious to know if kind of like my top-ish 5 were your top-ish 5. Let me know if you want to see more denim hauls. I think that I probably will do more, but let me know if you're down for that because I feel like I noticed some new releases of stuff that I haven't even tried yet, and I'd be happy to do that for you. So let me know that down in the comments as well. If you are still here, I cannot thank you enough because that really helps out me and my channel when you watch all the way to the bitter. And if you are still here, let me know that by leaving me a heart emoji or the secret video word of barrel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're awesome and click that notification bell so that you be notified every single time I be in the kitchen cooking dem looks or ranking jeans. There it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.